a kind of a tutorial video about how to use EdModo and be successful in the mathematics classroom. I'm going to take the time to go through and show you some features within EdModo, how to log into EdModo, and show you a couple of things on my website that I think you'll find helpful. EdModo is, again, a couple of things. You can look it up on Google, or you can go directly to the website, which is www.edmodo.com, edmodo.com. When you get to EdModo, this is the screen that you will find. Students have signed up for an account. We did this the second week of school. Students, when they sign into EdModo, are going to use their student ID for their username and their student password for the password. So again, we use the exact same numbers that they do to log in the computers here to avoid any confusion. So they will type in their student ID and their password and then click login. Parents, in a second I'm going to show you a parent code. If you're interested in having access to your child's EdModo account, you can click on parent down here, and I will give you a parent code. Actually, when you sign into your student's account, it'll give you their individual parent code, so you can place this here and then fill this out. If we go back to EdModo's homepage, I have an account set up here, so I have an email address, but again, your student's username will be their student ID, and their password will be their student password, the same ID and password they use to log in to computers here at Parcells. Now, once your student logs in, there's a couple things to start with. In the left-hand corner is our home page. Your home page will always get you back to the latest posts that were applied. These are put in order, so the latest one is on top currently, so it shouldn't be hard for students to find what they need for that particular evening. There's also a progress monitoring page. If a student clicks on this, they can go to their group, and it'll show them all of the assignments they completed and the scores that they received. And there's a backpack thing, but we won't be using that. So when they log into EdModo, the EdModo assignments are typically done through a quiz. If students have a bunch of postings here, which they really shouldn't, they can go directly to filter post by quizzes and get the latest quizzes if they would like. But the nice thing about EdModo is it's a place to house our videos, and it's a way for students to communicate with each other for educational purposes. Students cannot send messages to each other, so it's not like a Facebook page. They can send messages, general messages, to the entire class, and they can send messages directly to me if they wish. So when they log in here, the title of the assignment is written within the quiz. So tonight's assignment is 1-8, and I've already taken this quiz, but they can find the particular assignment. I will go right down, I'll do the 1-7 one here. And there's some notes I always leave for them if they need to know something, such as make sure you watch the video first, and if it's not working, try my website. There are students who are having issues with the video not working within EdModo. I have also posted them on my website, which I will show you shortly. In the case that the EdModo is not working, they can always default back to my website. And then they should be using their notes to answer the quizzes. So when the student has an EdModo assignment, they will again log into EdModo and go directly to the name of that assignment, and they will click on Take Quiz. Oh, I've already taken this one. Okay, actually I'm going to take you to a different quiz here. Again, this is my test account, so I use this often just to check to make sure that what I am seeing is what the students are seeing. Students are seeing. My goodness. So here I have 1-4 scientific notation, which was a video the students watched last week. So when they have an assignment, they will click on Take Quiz. Keep in mind, these quizzes are open for 24 hours. I have a few students who are leery about starting the quiz, thinking that they won't have time to finish it. Maybe it's dinner time. They can start the quiz anytime they want, and they have 24 hours to finish it. So it's not really a quiz. It's just an assignment. Again, these EdModo assignments are just a way for me to check that they've watched the video and they have filled out their notes so that they are coming prepared to class the next day. When they click on the assignment, it'll tell them how many questions they have. Typically, it's not more than 3, and a 24-hour time limit, which should be plenty of time for them to start and finish. Now, when they open up their quizzes, they're going to see, again, the name at the top here, how many questions they've completed, and how much time they have left. And I always embed the videos within the first question. So here is the actual video they need to watch prior to answering these questions. All they need to do is click on the video. A screen will pop up, so make sure your pop-ups are enabled, and they can go ahead and widen their video here, and then they just push play. Now keep in mind, when they're watching their EdModo videos, they should have their note packet in front of them. I've given each student a note packet that contains all of the notes for Chapter 1, and the video actually is a screencast of me going through their note packet, so there's no surprises about what they should be writing down or what they should be concentrating on. So they play the video and they listen to me, and when I write something down, they should be writing something down. I go through sample problems, highlight key things that they should be paying attention to, and show them how to work certain problems out. Keeping in mind that the EdModo videos are not the only instruction that the students are receiving. This is just a way for us to get our notes done at home, and then the students come to class the next day with notes completing and a general idea. Now there will be there will be nights when the students watch the video at home and they feel very comfortable with the material, ready to move on. There will also be nights when the student watches the video at home and is kind of confused. Please understand, again, the students come to class the next day. We spend more time teaching and we begin to practice. So no worries if they don't understand the material the night. They are working on it. The important thing is that they are getting their notes filled out, and they can always bring their questions to class the next day. So once they've answered or have watched the video, then they can go back into EdModo and answer the 3 questions. So question number 1, a method for writing very large or very small numbers by using powers of 10 is called what? In this particular question, they have their a multiple choice set of values here. Sometimes it may be a true or false question, other times it may be a fill in the blank or short answer. But this is called scientific notation. They click their choice, and in this case then they advance to the next question. Looking over here, it checks mark number 1 off to show that I've completed it. When you are writing a number in scientific notation, how many digits will be to the left of your decimal point? I'm going to go ahead and answer this question incorrectly so you see what happens when they get it incorrect. I advance again, seeing that it's checked off. And 1.23 times 10 to the fourth power. When changing this number to standard form, what does the exponent of 4 tell me to do? It tells you to move the decimal 4 spaces to the right. Click on that. Okay? I see that I've answered all 3 questions. The student then goes and clicks Submit Quiz. Are you sure you want to end? We are good. We've completed every question. The student then is going to click on one of these spaces to show how they felt about the quiz. Click on that, and then they can view their results. Now looking over here, the green means that they got it correct. The red means incorrect. It'll go back through and show them their right answers, and then also show them, hey, I chose A and the right answer was 1. That way, again, they're correcting their thinking. A couple things with these quizzes. Again, this is not a quiz to check how well they know how to do scientific notation. The answers to these questions come directly from their notes. Okay? These EdModo quizzes really are checking to see how well the student is viewing the videos, filling out their notes, and using the notes to answer these questions. So again, These EdModo quizzes are not skill-based. It is simply how well are they filling out their notes from the video and how well are they using those notes to answer these questions. Again, these quizzes are just me checking to see if they are doing these things so they are prepared for class the next day. The student goes back to their home page. Okay, parents, just so you know, when you log in, when your students log in, if you would like to create a parent code, your student's individual code is here on the left. This is not one that you want to use because this will just give you access to my test page. But once your students log in, they have a very specific code for you if you would like to go back to the EdModo home page and create that parent account. Down here, you can type in that code, and again, you can have access to your student's EdModo account. I'm going to switch gears here and take you back to my home page just to show you a couple of things that might be useful for you there. If you go to my website, here's some information, contact information. Please remember, if you ever do email me, Holly is spelled with an I. I know a lot of parents get emails kicked back to them because it's spelled incorrectly. So just to make sure that I receive your email, I have it posted here on the web page. Also the classroom phone number. And then over here, a couple things I would like to draw your attention to. If you click on miscellaneous information, here's the back to school night presentation that I gave if you were unable to attend. This EdModo instructional video is what I'm currently making, so I will have this posted soon. And then here is our online textbook information website, login information. We are currently district-wide renewing this license with Holt, so it is currently unavailable, but we are working to get that up and running. And then the syllabus, here's just the video I made if you want to, again, review yourself with our class syllabus. From time to time, I have students telling me that when they open up their quiz, the videos are not working. So I have also posted them on my website as YouTube links. Taking a look at 1.4, what we just watched, this will give you a YouTube link which will open up a YouTube video. So again, if the videos are not working in EdModo, the student can leave the quiz open, go to my webpage and watch the videos from there. I've never had students say that this link does not work. And also just a reminder to you, each Monday teachers fill out a calendar for their lessons of the week. If a student is ever absent, they can double check this. The nice thing about the flipped classroom is that if a student is out, they can still keep up on their assignments for math because the videos are at home. They can fill those out if they wish while they are sick. And again, it's only up, if they want to do that or up to feeling okay to do that. But this is on here, parents, again, and students. Keep in mind, I do post these on Mondays, and 9 times out of 10, my plans have changed by Friday. I do try to keep it updated, but just know that that is available for you as well. I have some some games on here if the students are ever looking for some extra math to work on. But overall, anything you should need should be here. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me anytime. Hopefully you find this video to be more helpful for you in understanding what EdModo is and how we are using it and how your students can benefit from this type of instruction. So thanks again for taking the time to view this, and I look forward to a great year.